Your secret is safe with me, Monsieur Yesterday. I'll keep it from anyone who doesn't say these two words, including if it is you.
Give me the envelope, Albert. Revolution, alchemy.
We're getting back our memory, huh? I'll bring it right up. Here you go, Monsieur Yesterday.
Thanks a lot, Albert.
Their photos? Huh? Pretty photos. Naked, dirty, trashy, fifi, lascivious. If you don't have a buyer, I can find you one. 10% discount if I can
Good
watch.
night, Albert.
Oh, I see. That bulge must be some kind of toy. I'll leave you alone. Pervert.
John, how are you doing?
Fine, Mr. White.
Henry. To you, I'm just Henry.
Yes, Henry, pardon me. The hotel is really over the top, Henry. Thank you.
Over the top? You'll never change, John. That's exactly what you said to me the last time.
The front desk clerk is a little odd, don't you think?
I don't remember him. I'll have him fired, all right?
No, don't do that. It's really nothing.
Better. We all have a right to make a living.
When I was in New York, you mentioned my father. Did you ever meet him?
Excuse me, John. What do you have for me, Cooper?
A woman of about 50, passed out, drunk.
In one piece?
Almost.
Take her to the generator room. I want her awake and calm. Call me when she's ready. Excuse me, John. Where were we? Ah, yes. Dementia is a very hard thing. But let's not talk about that, okay?
I'm starting to remember things, Henry.
Congratulations. I knew that this trip would help you. I just knew it.
I didn't try to kill myself, Henry. Someone forced me to swallow the mercury.
What are you saying? I'll send a bodyguard. I'll call Lori. I'm sure we have someone in Paris. Don't leave the hotel. Someone will come for you.
The last time I was in the hotel, I hid something.
Interesting. What could it be? Well, call me if you find it. Remember that anything you turn up, no matter how minor, can help us save lives.
Did the words, "The Evergreen 1852" mean anything to you?
Of course. It's the name of a legendary chess match. Anderson moves the knight to e7 and defeats Dufresne in 24 moves.
Hello, son. Have you arrived? Have you had dinner? How was the flight? Have you remembered anything?
The trip was oddly uncomfortable. Mr. White had reserved the entire first-class section for me, and I had 2 flight attendants hovering over me the whole time. It was impossible to get any reading done. Guess what? On the plane, they offered me grapes for dessert.
And?
I tried them, Mom. They were delicious.
How strange. When you were a little boy, you used to spit them in my face. But I'm glad you've finally come to like them, son. You've never eaten enough fruit.
It's very strange, Mom. I've stopped remembering things since I met Mr. White. On my last visit, I stored something using a password that I can't remember now. Any ideas what it is?
I don't know, son. Frank for your father, maybe. Elaine for me. Suzanne for that girlfriend you had. Or perhaps something having to do with Satanism? I don't know.
Mom, I don't think I tried to kill myself.
What are you saying, son?
It might have been an accident.
John, you don't have to reassure me. I know that nothing will happen this time. I trust you. You're intelligent and strong.
What really happened to my father? Was he crazy?
Son, I would have preferred for you not to find out. I told you that your father died in the tragedy at Cadway Station. But that's not what really happened. As I've told you, your father was the world's leading expert on satanic sects. The best. He was my thesis director. That's how we met. It's true that your father was in Cadway when the station caved in. But he survived. And he stayed there, living in its ruins. I begged him to come back home. But it was no use. He said that the station was the only place he felt safe. After the collapse, your father was traumatized. He said that he was being persecuted by a satanic sect called the Unmentionable Ones. The last time I went to see him, I tried everything. But he didn't want to leave. He called me a heretic, and he disappeared without a trace. Frank yesterday was a great man, John. A true scholar, a good husband, and the best of fathers. He loved you very much, John. Just don't make the same mistakes he did.
What do you know about my suicide attempt?
Nothing. Well, that Mr. White found you and he took you to a hospital in some kind of private ambulance. He made sure no one was the wiser. We don't want any scandals here.
Did I have any visitors?
Not a single one, monsieur, yesterday. I'm sorry to say that your behavior was very boring, despite the fact that I dropped the price of my very best girls as much as 20%. Have you had a change of heart?
No, thank you.
25%? 30%?
Who's been in the room since my previous visit?
Only Mr. White, the maid, Matthew from maintenance, and me, but not a single guest. Someone has to clean the room, even if there are no guests, sir. By the way, if you're interested in her, be in the room tomorrow when she comes to clean it. She's new and frisky. Free fun dance on the first visit. I just went to leave a small welcome gift on the terrace a little while ago, monsieur. The maid noticed that the extractor fan in the bathroom was not working, so I sent Matthew to fix it. Mr. White came to the hotel because you called him. He went up to the room, and that was when he found you half dead.
Is this hotel named after Gustave Doré, the artist?
Mais non. It's named after, another Doré, who's also an artist in his own way. The funny thing is that he's a great-great-grandson of the original Doré.
Did I ever tell you what I wanted the contents of the envelope for?
There's no need to, Monsieur Yesterday. But when you're finished with it, I'll buy it off you. 20% extra if it's clean.
I'm John Yesterday, a specialist in satanic sects. I'm John Yesterday, a specialist in satanic sects.
Thanks for the information, Mr. Yesterday. See that door? Use it to go back where you came from.
I need to find out some things about the relationship between Notre Dame Cathedral and alchemy, and Mr. Petit is one of the few people to have researched this topic.
Find out for yourself. Mr. Petit isn't available.
Have you heard of the Inquisitor, a serial killer who's targeting panhandlers in New York? I believe Mr. Petit can help me find him.
First, you'll have to find Mr. Petit, and I doubt very much that you'll be able to do that.
If you could just tell me where he is.
In hell, Mr. Yesterday. My father committed suicide 2 months ago. Go and look for him there.
I'm so sorry. How clumsy of me. Very clumsy. Sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Can I buy you a cup of coffee?
I should say no.
Was I that bad?
That's not it. But I don't think I'm going to flatter your male ego by saying otherwise. I don't kiss up to people.
Are you afraid? Of what?
Of you, John. These months have brought a little peace to my shitty little world. Now you'll be leaving. I'm in no position to lose any more male figures in my life.
Hey, it's not the first time we've done this.
Don't be an idiot. I'm talking about my father's diary.
You never told me your father kept a diary.
I don't confide in just anyone. It's full of notes about alchemy, Notre Dame, A satanic sect. Right up your alley. I'll give it to you tomorrow. And then there'll be nothing left to keep you here.
The diary opened my eyes, Pauline. I have to go to a mental hospital in New York.
You're leaving.
Come with me. I'll get my things from the hotel. You get the diary. We'll meet back at the airport, okay?
I should say no. I know what you're here for. You must know where you left it. Take...
I did what you told me to, and I researched these medallions. It turns out that Ginés de Orduña, founder of the Order of the Flesh, had a sculptor make identical ones for a small church in another country. I've searched all over the world for a church with these medallions, but if it ever existed, it's gone now.
Hey, scumbag. You disgust me. You smell like shit because you're a scumbag. Huh, you little scumbag? But I'm gonna leave you looking like a princess. Anyone ever give you a manicure?
I found him, Cooper.
Henry?
Who?
Boris. He's been in Happy Dale, a mental hospital about an hour from here for the past 2 years.
Should we go after him? He knows too much.
Toothpick. No, he's totally round the bend. No one pays any attention to his delusions. I'm sure our friend would like to have a long chat with him, don't you?
Amnesia.
I was poisoned with mercury. Some things I don't know, but I do have some answers, thanks to your father's diary. Henry White is...
Henry White will be most pleased to learn this. The diary, I killed the girl just like I killed her father.
Oh my god!
Hands up. Get out, you bastard. Get out, or I'll make you drink mercury again after I finish off the girl. Out!
tell me who I...
You are late. Did you find what you were seeking?
I'm not seeking it anymore. I don't even remember what it was.
Ah, your memory. And now, what are you seeking?
Your teachings.
You already have them.
But... and swordsmanship?
You are not ready.
And the unknown sense?
You are not ready.
When will I be?
Bring me a truth flower.
And you'll teach me to use the unknown sense?
Bring me a truth flower.